What is the relationship between original sin and atonement? Imagine a world where everyone is born with a heavy burden they didn't choose. That's what the idea of original sin describes in Christian belief. It's the condition of being separated from God because of what happened with Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. When they disobeyed God, it wasn't just a mistake. It introduced a brokenness that everyone inherits. This brokenness means humans are naturally inclined to sin and are cut off from God's presence. It also brought spiritual death, which is the separation from God that lasts forever if not fixed. Atonement is how God plans to fix this problem. It's the process of making things right again. In the Old Testament, people used sacrifices to cover their sins temporarily. They would offer animals to symbolize the removal of sin, but these sacrifices only pointed forward to something greater. They were like a signpost pointing to a perfect solution that was coming. That solution is Jesus Christ. His death on the cross is seen as the ultimate sacrifice. Unlike the animals, Jesus was fully human and without sin. He took on the punishment that humanity deserved because of both inherited sin and personal sins. His death satisfied divine justice, which means God's perfect sense of right and wrong was upheld. Because Jesus paid the price, the barrier of sin that separated humans from God was removed. So the link between original sin and atonement is straightforward. Original sin is the problem, our inherited guilt and separation from God. Atonement is the answer, God's way of restoring the relationship through Jesus' sacrifice. Without original sin, there would be no need for atonement. Without atonement, humans would remain forever separated from God. The Bible explains this clearly. Romans 5 compares Adam's act that brought sin and death into the world with Christ's act that offers righteousness and life. The Old Testament sacrifices foreshadowed the perfect atonement Jesus would bring. When Jesus died and rose again, he fulfilled those symbols and made it possible for anyone to be reconciled to God. Understanding this connection helps believers see that salvation isn't about trying harder to be good. It's about trusting what Jesus did on the cross. It shows how serious sin is and how much God loves us by providing a way to fix what was broken. In short, original sin is the condition that makes us need help, and atonement is the way God has provided to heal that condition. It's a core part of Christian doctrine, showing both the problem of human brokenness and the hope found in Jesus Christ.